Arvid again, and hello, it's Vo. Welcome back to Schedule 1. Gonna pick up on Colin Watermelon's journey, trying to catch up with Vovozif as little time as he can. Missing out all the big production on an industrial scale, because we have our magician, our handler, Mary. She's able to duplicate all our products for us. So we only need to create our mixes once. Make 21 buds or units of product. Then we can let Magic Mary do her thing. That way we can get basically infinite product. So it won't cost us to buy all the places that we'd be producing all the product. Missing out on having to pay for the staff. Just do all the labour ourselves. Yeah, we only have to do it once. Yeah, the ongoing cost of getting the stuff from the garages to make your mixes, to then shift your awesome product on. Yeah, it all costs money and takes time. So yeah, Sir Watermelon is taking a bit of a shortcut wherever he can, giving things the easy way. We're assigning all our customers to the dealers. Making sure to do our rounds. Still trying to get as much XP as we can to level up. Making sure that we're laundering money at every opportunity. That's all we're interested in purchasing. Businesses to launder money. Yeah, not having all the other overheads will certainly help. The shortest path. Get some ingredients. Make some mixes. Yeah, the different qualities of bud. You can make different mixes. Yeah, you can keep adding things to try and make the most expensive, luxurious product you can. And then you can just replicate it indefinitely. Yeah, why not? Splash out. As I say, we just need to make 21 units of it. So we can use the dry and rack to get it up to heavenly quality. That can be a smoke mix for people in the fancy part of town. Being very careful with our chemistry, not to explode. Getting tracked down by all these people. They just can't wait for us to do all our business out of hours. Yeah, we're working on our heavenly quality bud. Do our rounds as we unlock more customers in more areas. The larger a loop we can make. Go around and drop off some bud out of hours. Try to clean up the mess that we're making. does generate us a bit of cash as well. Small potatoes in comparison to what we're aiming for. Every little helps. Yeah, we're getting on our mixes. Can make it blue, like the Breaking Bad boys. Yeah, we're just trying to get a good mix. As I say, as we're using higher quality stuff, fancy product for our people that are in the high-end part of town that are going to pay more. Going to have more budget for stuff. Always make sure to adjust our prices. We don't want to be selling anything at the suggested price. Always sort of 1.5. Go door to door. Make sure that Benji's topped up. Yeah, the more XP we get, the further we level up, the more areas we can unlock. Let's say the bigger a loop we can make. Reaches the point that you get so many customers that you can go door to door to sell to. You can, by the time you get round to the last one, the first one's needing again. So you can just go round and round when you've got enough customers to kill time until your businesses have laundered the cash. So once you've got enough XP to get all 4 of the laundering businesses, really, you could just have one long day and end it there. Presuming you've got $1 million cash to turn into your bank account to launder. Yeah, we want to balance that with trying to get as far on in the game as possible. Hopefully unlock all the areas. Was still before the cartel. Did wait a little bit for a few more updates to come out before starting the third part. So yeah, at this stage things are nice and simple. Don't have to worry about influence, only XP. Nice satisfying gameplay loop. Stocking up the dealers, picking up the cash, doing your rounds out of hours. Can do the phone deals if you want. They do give you more cash than just going door to door. They'll give you more XP as well. You get the bonus if you schedule it for out of hours all the time. Last slot between midnight and 4. So yeah, I could get there in as few days as possible. But doing the right way took about 150 in-game days. Unlock all the different areas and finish the game XP wise. Yeah, thankfully Kyle didn't try to attack us because he didn't like our deal. Yeah, And when they come up and harass you for stuff, sometimes if you don't give them what they want, they will be aggressive towards you. So yeah, we can spread out some of our better product to Brad, who's got access to some better customers in the middle of town. You can get the fancy glass. Yeah, we'll soon be unlocking the next person to pass product onto. As I say, we want to have the next tier up in product to give them, since they'll have access to richer customers. Make sure to whack all the vending machines in the ATMs. Get that extra little bit of cash. Track down these potential customers. Give them the good stuff. Yeah, we'll soon be unlocking the next area. Yeah, there is a cop car that seems to be active in the evening. Can catch you up to no good. And cops spawn in the car, so they're bypassing our little block that we've got on the door. Yeah, getting away from them after getting a wanted level does get us XP. Yeah, we're doing the door to door. Good way to get money and XP while you're killing time, waiting to launder money. Getting new customers gets you decent XP as well. But yeah, the longer you want to hang about in each day, you can just go round and round in loops, keeping things going. Try to maximise the XP that you're getting per day. Yeah, we're not going to be that strict about it. So we've managed to get the taco ticklers. We'll have to set up things in here. You can set up a bed and everything in here if you want to. Like the bed at the post office. Yeah, there's plenty of room in the back of taco ticklers. Gonna keep our packaging station here. Yeah, room for a few more sets of shelves. Make sure we can use all the stuff. Got a car crash. Cops have flipped someone upside down. Yeah, interesting vehicle mechanics sometimes. Sometimes you go door to door and someone's not home because they're still stuck in their car somewhere. Inexplicably crashed into a wall or something. Happens to the best of us. Another day, another few dollars from the vending machine. Yeah, we can beat it up with our fists to try and get a couple of cans of Coke out of it. Use that to heal up if you get into a fight. Yeah, if we point our gun at the police, then we can get the wanted dead or alive, just like your 5-star. That's going to get us more XP than just becoming wanted. Going to help us in the race to get Uber XP. Look at that, 2 levels. Unlock the brick press. Our highest level of pseudo. For making super fancy glass. Got Magic Mary on the case. Try and make sure she's got stuff to do. And now that we've got the brick press, we can start making bricks. That's like 20 units in one. 4 jars altogether. I'll try to run around a corner and do a deal. But that's not far enough to run away from the police, apparently. Our product. No! They took it. Yeah. Go to assign the brick press. When we put stuff onto the shelves after it's been duplicated, we're not telling her what to do. In between, we can start making bricks. And again, once we've got enough bricks to make up a whole box, and then 1 spare, whether it's 10 bricks or 20 bricks or 5 bricks, enough to fill up 1 slot, and 1 spare, and we can get Magic Mary on the case to start duplicating bricks. And after that we won't need our full shelves of jars. Go about selling them door to door while we're waiting to launder our millions. So we know we've leveled up to unlock the next area, which is on our map. The people are already available to try and woo. So we'll try and get as many of them now while we can. Lovely side effects. Yeah, you can purposefully give them horrible side effects that you think are funny. Things to do to people. Make them spew everywhere, or give them massive heads, or turn them green or whatever, you know. It's half the fun of it. We nip round the docks, woo a couple of customers, Javier in the shop. It's always looking longingly at the cars in the car dealership. So we get our pseudo, start making the good stuff. Hopefully not explode. Alright, gotta be very careful. We're reaching a point we don't quite have enough money to launder. Got all the opportunity to launder it. To do more door-to-door sales, get that cash up. Ones with more money, we could try and sell them 2 jars. Just selling everybody 1 jar at a time. There we go. Can have a cauldron all the way up to Enforcer 2. Of course, we've unlocked the docks. So yeah, we want to try and get all the customers for the docks. Start duplicating our basic strains again, so we can get bricks from the jars. It's quite fun making the bricks yourself. Yeah, I think if we do it in the right order, to say do the duplication first and then put the orders to the brick press afterwards underneath. Pretty sure that's how she'll prioritize the tasks. So we can now get coca seeds. So again, we've got to get on the grow some coca plants. Hopefully there's enough water left in our watering can. It's fun to get that back in the loop after being so long without doing it. Yeah, all these little tasks are fun to do. It's not really a chore. Obviously when you're trying to do it on an industrial scale, yeah, it makes sense to hire the employees to do it for you. Yeah, it's quite fun when you're doing it yourself. Yeah, the other packing station, yeah, it's more exciting, but hands-on. Get into a rhythm that you can get quite fast with it. Pretty reliably picking up 5 at a time to put them in the jar and things. Yeah, we've got heaps and heaps of product. Got to keep organised, keep giving maybe things to do. Making sure that we do our rounds in between laundering the cash. Well, failed new customer. Never mind. Yeah, gotta give him what he wants. Otherwise he will pull a knife on you, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's one of the rougher ones. Yeah, gotta make sure to put cash in the briefcase for what in Magic Mary to work for us. Change up what we're personally selling if we've got an excess of it or nobody else is selling it. Let's So we've got a better relationship with all the customers in the docks area. They'll recommend a new employee for us to shift for us. Got plenty of people coming up to us because they just can't wait. Again, we're not quite there of having enough cash. Having the light on is terrible. Here we've got a little torch, flashlight that you can activate. But turn it off if you're going to the chemistry station because you can't quite see what you're doing. One way to get yourself blown up. Just use the save thing more. Go find a point to save. It's in the motel room. So this guy's up for taking a free sample when he's at work. Very brave. The guy in the car dealership, not so much. Yeah, some of them will, some of them won't. The ones in the more upmarket businesses, they pretend that they know nothing. Oh no, I would never do such a thing. And you see them after they're finished, like, yeah, sure buddy, I'm in. Yeah, plenty of them coming looking for us. Plants aren't growing out of hours. We're watering them, but it's going to do nothing. The water's just going to dissipate without the plant growing any. Yeah, plants are only growing when the clock is running. We may as well have waited until the morning to go and water them. Yeah, I want to make sure that we can run through here. Our ingredients for mixing. So we've got our high quality stuff. Need to get that on the mix. Yeah, we've always got room for an extra shelf in the motel room. So we managed to get a new employee. Sort them out with, again, different stuff to the other ones. Slightly higher quality secondary products. Make our mixes. Get the value up a bit. Generally want at least 4 things. Make it worthwhile. Yeah, we can make different variants if we're trying to woo people. We may as well do that with the heavenly quality Coke. That's for our high-end customers. Getting up through the levels. Gonna make an investment to duplicate gold. We can sell the gold at the pawn shop. Get mega bucks. It's going to be a good investment. Magic Mary is going to have the Midas touch. And sell all that to Mick at the pawn shop when the time is right. The clue is the Thursday. That's when the time is right. He's in the most generous mood to pay the most. Yeah, Colin doesn't know that. He'll try every day, offload a bit, see what he's getting. Yeah, we can throw everything onto the plants. When we've got the drying rack to increase the quality, doesn't really matter if it comes out poor. We have to raise it up to be in better quality that way. Try and get the highest yield as quick as we can. Mainly just because we're neglecting the plants and not watering them at the right time. Yeah, becoming impatient, waiting for them to grow. Grow already. Yeah, I'll go see Mick. Money's good. Yeah, we shouldn't be messing about. We should be just offloading as much of it as we can. Look at us go. Yeah, doing things in between as well. Sort of running back and forth. Yeah, really the more efficient thing to do would be move it all to the motel room out of ours. Yeah, he's only open so long, so we shouldn't mess around. We could minimise the trip back and forth. Yeah, it would definitely help. There we go. We've still got plenty more to sell him. Good way to make a big leap in money. We'll constantly have enough to launder now. Even if we have a really long day where we launder 2 or 3 times. Set up our drying rack. Again, test to make sure that we can get by. Can cure the leaves. Raise the quality of the stuff. We're naturally able to deposit 10 grand. A little top up. Play a couple of casino games. Now that we're rich. Get on the laundering. Complete our phone deals. Do some packaging. Make sure that we're paying Magic Mary. Do a round of door-to-doors. Launder the cash. Rinse and repeat. Get chased by the cops, but they can't actually chase you as long as the car's not there. Play some more casino games. Yeah, I'd be no good in an actual casino. Higher, higher. Outside, outside. Yeah, no point in gambling that last one, I don't think. Even if you get like a rainbow, different suits, chances of it being that last one being the other suit, I don't know. Don't know what the chances are, but it's not much. Maybe 1 in 13 or something. Yeah, not worth going for. Yeah, I've never seen that game anywhere else. Yeah, it seems fun. Seeing it through all the way to the end, that's madness. Yeah, if you mix the donuts with the donuts again, they become explosive. Yeah, explosive, fun, but yeah, dangerous. The person does not respawn until the next day. So if you give somebody it, shame to have it in a bag. Yeah, if you give somebody it, they'll wander away and then pop. But if you try and knock on their door later, yes, unfortunately they've popped. They're not going to be up for a round 2. Use with caution. Back to the oven. Get some more seeds. Get chased by the cops. Get back on the grow. Say after not doing it for so long, can't grumble about doing it a couple of times. It's very bold to come through the front of the taco ticklers, demanding stuff. He's got the manners to despawn rather than linger any longer. Some more tidying up. A lot of mess we make when we're mixing things. Yeah, we've moved to just making a mess somewhere else than the taco ticklers now. Be another mess we'll have to clean up. So we're getting there. Way into day 30. It's already getting up in the levels. It's got 2 more areas to unlock. He's on to the last product. Again, we're just gonna whack it with all the stuff. Yeah, we'll raise the quality afterwards. Fertilizer will perk it up a little bit, so we won't have to spend as much time. But it's fine. We've got infinite time out of ours for it to cure. That will continue, even though the growing cycle won't. Get back on the gold duplication. We're getting less for it. Genghis is going mad. Thankfully, we've always got something on us. Yeah, on the days we're not getting top dollar, can try and push him up a little bit. Yeah, the price will stay the same all day. But each day, it'll be a different price he's offering. You would think we would be saturating the market with gold, that you wouldn't want any more gold. Back store's full of gold. Yeah, he seems to always want it. He must have someone he can sell it off to. Make a profit himself, bless him. 'Cause he's still got money when we go door to door to buy stuff. Okay, and we're going to change up product. Going to aim a weapon at the cops. Get that XP. Make sure all our prices are set to 1.5. Not going to let anything away for cheap. A lot of these in-between mixes we're never going to make on a big scale or at all to be selling them, but just in case, like Scrooge McDuck, we're maximising profit, taking the shortest path to glory. Yeah, we're doing well with our laundering. Again, we could have one really long day where we just keep ourselves busy. Certainly more able to do that, with more areas unlocked and more customers available to go door to door selling to. 334 is terrible. We can get almost twice that on a good day. Yeah, not a good day for selling to Mick. We can get on with the rest of our stuff. Keep adding on customers that won't be upsold. Poorer ones. Yeah, eventually when you've got everyone unlocked, go back and reshuffle everything. I do end up doing that and following a guide from online. Suggestion of who's best for which customer. Yeah, in the meantime, just using judgment. People are still seeking us out in between. Do our door to doors. Taunt the cops. Launder our cash. Go round and round. Simple times. Yeah, the explosive. Yeah, I forgot and just gave one of them the explosive stuff, and that took out another one. And that's one of the better doors to go to because it's got loads of people in it. Bit of a disaster. It's hard to convince people to buy something when you've exploded their friend. They're literally standing on the friend's corpse, trying to convince you to buy the same thing. Yeah, tough sell. Yeah, we'll raise the quality of our leaves. Get them in the cauldron. Put away our rack now that we don't need it for a while. We've done that last cook, that's all we're going to need. Duplicate the base product and then add all our stuff to it. Yeah, we need more and more XP to level up. do what we can. We're not duplicating bricks. And duplicating enough Charlie that we can make some mixes. Yeah, do our scheduled deals. Start mixing things up. Nice and pink. And that goes luminous green. Tasty. That doesn't seem dangerous at all. Yeah, we'll get that bagged up. Again, still quite satisfying. Get into a good rhythm, do it yourself. Yeah, having odds and sods spare, different mixes, help with trying to woo the last set of customers basically. Still have different likes and dislikes. They prefer the different effects. So you can go a little bit wild. Make different mixes. Worry about the explosive. Yeah, they despawn when they come into the taco ticklers. Taking no chances. Haven't saved for ages, obviously. Yeah, you want to back up from them when they take the explosive stuff. Get a good distance. Don't get taken out with them. Pop. Go on. Yeah, the wick burning. It's a clue. Moments before disaster. Yeah, we've got the motel room all fully shelved up. All the room for our massive amounts of products that we're going to generate. Make sure that our dealers are topped up and give them the bricks now. They've only got so many slots. You've got 5 slots. Worry about them discarding product basically as they break things down into smaller denominations. An unfounded worry. Again, at the time, nobody seemed sure. Conflicting reports. Yeah, to be sure. A brick of smoke, and then jars of whatever else. Keep things right. Another keeping our distance from the explosion. Yeah, no good for making mixes if you explode the guys who work in the gas station. No more ingredients for you till tomorrow. No one's coming to relieve them. Oh yeah, big money. It's a good deal, Mick. Let's go, shift all this gold as much as we can. That's a good payday for us. More money to launder. We need to sell stuff for the XP, the street cred, and unlocking more customers and dealers in more areas. Gain progress. But money wise, yeah, I don't really need it. Just keep duplicating gold and selling it to Mick. Going for the 10 million in cash to catch up with Vovozip. And overtake him. Going for the 1 million. Yeah, the premise is he's going to launder $1 million into his bank account to pay off some shady character to get him out of this game and into The Sims. Cops actually winged us. It's fine. Just need to stay away to recover. Yeah, we're seeing customers in Suburbia, so we know we've got enough XP to roll over. When we end the day, we're going to have unlocked the area. So yeah, we're just giving them the strawberry bud, which is like our standard mix, not one of the random ones. This is the one we're going to focus on duplicating. The good Charlie. Like 65% chance. They're all going for it. Yeah, we can try different ones. I really want to give them the exploding ones if there are potential customers, but never mind. Someone's got to have the exploding ones. I feel more guilty if they said yes. Never mind, that's what you get for rejecting our custom. Not again. She goes running. Totally wild. I don't know how random that was. Yeah, her colleague's like, not again, runs away. How often does your colleague just explode next to you? You're like, oh, not again. This happens all the time. So we've unlocked Suburbia. Yeah, just a couple of days of hardcore playing. Blitzed that first part. These first 2 episodes. And as I say, waited for more updates for the game to get more complicated for the final run. Save that for Christmas. So we've got all our different stuff to try and woo the potential customers. It's quite similar percentages on them. But yeah, if there is some stuff that's they're more interested in, and we'll give it to them. Just gonna get them on board as customers. Help make progress. Now that we've got Suburbia unlocked, it's a great success. Just one more place after this. We'll pick up where we left off from next time. Till then, do take it easy. I'll see you all in the next one.